10 years back I was a lost soul, struggling to voice what I want. A lot of times I'm to give up, and it was by faith that I stumbled and known Epic High my savior. Their music speaks to me, and by that I've learned to look forward for tomorrow. I'm grateful and blessed to have their music as part of my me now. I found my soul and I'm ready to continue on with this great gift called life. 10 years back, I was just a kid who didn't know any better. But I've grown since then, experiencing life as junior high to college student. The first autumn of college, I miraculously discovered Epic High's music, which provided support for the hardship I came across. Epic High helped open my eyes to that music could do for a person and made me rediscover my appreciation for writing. Most importantly, it contributed to how I've grown as a person, and for this I thank you. In the past 10 years I've been through bullying and abuse. Eventually I started to doubt myself and my capabilities. I became suicidal and attempted to take my life multiple times. Although through Epic High's music I was able to overcome those events. I found a reason to be alive and became stronger. I don't ever think that I would go back to being suicidal because of their music. Now I would like to thank Epic High. 10 years back I thought happiness is just playing and being with people, but this happiness doesn't seem to last. Until I knew the Beatles, which I truly fell in love with all their songs. They become one of my biggest inspirations in my high school days and until now. Then comes Epic High. Their music defines my happiness of how things revolve around me and most especially give worth within myself. Giving deeper meanings to things I feel and see and fulfill a life with meaningful happiness. My choice of music reflects my own perception of life. So, life for me is simple but classy. Life is happiness. Life is music with Epic High.
10 years back, I was merely just a child, an innocent little 8-year-old just trying to live through school and whatnot. A child with a simple dream, to be successful one day and make her parents proud. But that dream soon came crashing down. The harsh reality of life caught up with me. At the tender age of 12, my grandfather died. One of the great pillars of my life came crashing down, leaving me handicapped. From that day onwards, everything changed. High school happened. During my first year, I was bullied because I came from a private grade school. To be outcasted by people whom you thought were your friends, that was tough. But I kept it all in because I had no one to turn to. My grandfather, whom I used to tell all these things, has left me. My parents seemed so distant to me, and my siblings certainly did not care, or so they seemed. I kept it all in up until my second year of high school, wherein I met my best friend. She introduced me to all these new artists. One of them was Epic High. I was a bit apprehensive at first because of the fact that I can't understand Korean. But she insisted, so I went for it. Hearing your music was like an epiphany moment, a critical turning point even. I don't know what happened exactly, but it was like the lyrics reached out to me. Your music just lifted up my spirit, my soul, and it took away all the anger, all the guilt, all the pain. It's weird, right? Feeling so much connected to 3 people whom you haven't even met in real life. You may not know this, or maybe you do, but you saved a little girl from killing herself and succumbing to a society that's just as fucked up as she is. To Tablo, Mithra Jin, and DJ Tukots, with all my heart, mind, body and soul, I thank you.
10 years back I didn't know about you at all. I started listening to K-pop last 2 years. Then I found you, the only hip-hop band I've ever liked. Your songs always comfort me. Whenever I feel down or sad, I listen to Dear Me and think about myself and wonder what I'm doing in the future. Your songs help me realize that I have to stay focused on my objectives. I may not know you from the start, but from now on I'll continue walking beside you. Thank you for soothing my soul with your voice. The last 10 years, growing up and going out into society, keep nurturing your dreams become one of the most hard things to do. In the middle of the things called reality, my dreams have become scattered, contemplating. I'm asking myself, should I abandon my dream and embrace the way the world expects me to be? But then I found Epic High. Their lyric taught me to stand fast and fight for my dreams. Even if it's wavering dreams, but my dreams are what makes me who I am. So I stand still and decided to take on the world who against me. Encouraged by their lyric, I find my scattered pieces of dream and find the almost gone spirit to be what I want to be. As it will be a long journey, I keep their music as my source of strength. Epic High taught me the importance to hang on to my dream. They taught me to be me. The last 10 years, I had many dreams and aspirations, but I noticed that I was growing up and I realized a bunch of them, if not all, were unattainable for a person like me. As years went by, I'd get anxious wondering what I would end up choosing to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to let people down. I felt sad. I didn't think music could help me cheer me up. Didn't think lyrics could speak so much to me. You guys' music did that. They cheered me up. They made me think. They helped me calm down. I decided to take things one step at a time. I shouldn't be worrying about the future. I should be worrying about now. So that's just what I'm doing.
10 years ago, I was just the girl who goes along with the flow. I was always all over the place, but not when I met Epik High. I started to think of who I wanted to be. I started to search for what I want, and when I did, chase and grab a hold of it. Their music inspired me to be a better person. It urged me to keep on striving hard, no matter how hard things get, and be strong. To these great people, thank you for inspiring and helping me discover my real self.
I only found out about Epic High last year through listening to the American Korean artist Dumbfounded. I heard Tablo on a song rapping in English and immediately wanted to know who he was. I carried on to find out more about him and then came across his group Epic High. During this time you could say I was going for some emotional difficulties, as we all do. But after listening to some of Epic High's songs and hearing the English lyrics, they sort of felt fitting to my situation and I enjoyed the music they produced. I was already a listener to Korean music, but Epic High increased my love in it and especially the rap and hip-hop scene. I started to search up the translated lyrics, so the parts in which I did not understand I would know. I came to see that the lyrics they all came up with were amazing and not just something boring and pop-like. They had meaning and not just love related. Politics and world issues are also rapped and sung about in their music. I also love the artists they choose to collaborate on songs with them. They always have amazing voices and they don't go for the mainstream artists. They go for those who can really give a good feeling on their song and set the mood right. In the last 10 years of my life, I really can't say for sure, but I started kindergarten near the beginning of those 10 years. My memories of everything these past years are rather dull, and they've already sort of blended together. There are actually so many important events though, considering this had been such a large part of my life, but I really couldn't name them all if I tried. I've learned to do some of the most difficult tasks that are so well known that they may seem so simple, like reading, writing, speaking, walking. And I've learned not so easy things too. such as dancing and the art of lyricism. I've laughed, met new people, gained new friends, and become a rather sociable, well-known to be happy kid. I've also starved, purged, suffered, self-harmed, and cried myself to sleep too many times to count. And of course, I've met Epik High. These three men, these three lyrical geniuses, these three inspirations, they've become a type of escape, a sort of way to learn how to find yourself, and their words have become a way of thinking. During my lowest of nights, the nights when I could do nothing but to sob uncontrollably and try to sleep on an empty stomach, throat burning from acids that should have never come up in the first place, I'd think, what would Dukuts think if he see me like this? Or why am I like this? Tableau would be so disappointed. Or I wonder what Mithra would think if he saw someone like me in this state. I'd wallow in my own self-pity, but Epik High would make me rethink my actions. Those three would make me feel not better, but less horrible. Even if their lives, the situations weren't exactly the same, they still know how it hurts when you feel so low. You think you could never get back up. My struggles with eating and just living normally really are what I connected most with Epik High. Their lyrics can leave a person speechless. And really, I'm not sure how I can word this to express how I feel about this. But their music helps me better understand that things get better. They may not seem like they ever will, but as seasons change, and as people come and go in and out of your life, and as you grow and happiness can be achieved. Also, another thought that's always in the back of my mind whenever I read Epik High's lyrics, things could be worse. This could be taken a few different ways, but the way I take it, I believe that you shouldn't be so upset about something so small, something so insignificant to the rest of your life, because things could be worse, and you should be happy that they aren't.
10 years ago, a young girl, I thought that growing up was a difficult process and I feared it. Now, a young woman, I am sure. Epik High's music understood my pain, understood my hardships. It gave me support in ways that no person could possibly offer. Thanking them would be the least that I could ever do. I will support you for the rest of my life, just as you had helped me. Thank you.
미친 듯 사랑했는데 왜 정말 난 잘해줬는데 왜 모든 걸 다 주셨는데 You got me going crazy 죽도록 사랑했는데 왜 내 몸과 맘을 다 줬는데 모든 걸 잃어버렸는데 어떡해